and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is me, Dukect, live, once again, back one more time here on TalkShoe.com. I've been off for the past couple weeks. I did a live stream on I think it was the last part of Xenoblade Chronicles. I finished that, I think. And after that, I pretty much did a great little conversation, the Sonic movie with Sonic MTD and Jaime Tude. Great stuff. If you haven't listened to it, link in the description of that. And also, just a link to their BitChutes and YouTube, because they are great talents as well. Look out at the links in the description. Anyway, let's get into the show, ladies and gentlemen, because there's some things we talk about today in the entertainment world, and there are some things that you know what, I'm surprised that I'm surprised that, this got a little bit happy, a little bit like, ooh, what's going on? No, like, what's going on? Who what was the big thing that was people talking about today? Well, I saw this on the Twitter, and I was surprised to see this, by the way. I was surprised. The new Batman movie, and I had some issues with the Batsuit. It reminded me too much of the Daredevil. But I was like, okay, I was cool with it. I'm cool with it. It looks nice. Also, one thing I am really, just looked into the suit. It was a little bit, just a little bit hardcore. You had the guns as the bat, the symbol of the bat. I was like, nah, wasn't feeling that. And the stump guy, I was like, okay, I can deal with it if it's just, just like, if it was a stunt guy, because most of it felt really awkward. It just felt like, it just looked clumsy. But again, I always say this movie is production. They're doing the stuff now. We gotta look and see what they're gonna do in post and everything else. But yeah, there's some new pictures that came out, new interesting pictures, and you'll see them right now in the YouTube video. Is that the Batman and the Batmobile, the new version of the Batmobile, and I have to say, it looks great. No, seriously, it actually looks really good. And it's something that I'm surprised that it's just, it seems like, well, this looks, I didn't think it was going to be more of the tank variety. I mean, the last one in the live action world that had a car, it looked like a bit of like a car, was, I would say, the first Batman movie. I'm talking, the first live action movie, it looked like that. Most of them looked more fantasy type of stuff, got more bells and whistles, and then the tumbler, and then what happened with Batman v Superman and Justice League, and that. Another, the last time we actually had a true good Batman car was probably in live action, was the Adam West show, which had that Bat car. It looked like actually a Bat car and looks really cool. Just a lot of people in the Warner Brothers, when they remade Batman, they just cut that off. They cut like everything else to make it more serious, and it's a shame, because I loved Batman, and when I was a kid, I loved it. I loved Batman the animated series. I loved it. I loved the darker tones from Batman '89, but I still love watching Batman and Robin, the Adam West version. It was a classic show, and I don't know why it took so long, Adam West show, to get on DVD. The Batman stuff, without going like the shows and everything. Batman and everything else. I think it was, oh my gosh, this the cars and everything. It was great. There was a huge audience for it, but I think Warner Brothers had this phobia and such, thinking that no one was going to actually take it seriously. It frustrates. It frustrates because people did like it, and it wasn't. Again, I don't say I hate the '89 Batman, and that came in because of without the '89 Batman, that says you wouldn't have the DCAU. You wouldn't pretty much have like Marvel giving a shot in the animation field. Pretty much without Batman '89, you wouldn't get the MCU. I truly believe that because without that foundation, there is no big moments and such like that. Because again, it proved that it was a financial success and the legacy that continues on. But enough about that. Let's get back to the subject at hand. Let's talk about the new Batmobiles of the new Batman. For a minute, I'm just gonna go right here if I can find the Batmobile. Here it is, and let me look at it. In clear vision. It looks really good. It looks really good. It's not a tank. It actually looks like a very a car that is it looks like actually something that Batman would drive in the streets of Gotham. The exposed engine looks really awkward. I was like, yeah, looks something. Yeah, I'm like, well, that's like a big target for like, I know Batman will have the stuff be bulletproof, but that's that one big target right there. the exposed engine that I know, and that's just me and a little nitpicking, but overall, this looks really, really good. I mean, it looks actually something that is somewhat Batman would be driving instead of this huge by God tank and such, something out of Arkham Knight or Batman v Superman and such. This to me, I'm like, thank you. This looks so. It's actually grounded. It looks like something Batman would drive. It looks like it's actually a car that Batman would. Because the Batmobile, it's in the world, but Batmobile, it's not a tank. Batman does not need to ride a tank. That to me looks like, it doesn't need to be a tank. It needs to be actually a car. It's just like, okay. So it looks like a car, and it actually something, it looks like something that Batman would drive in the streets. Looks something that actually fits his, it looks like it actually fits his character. Someone that needs to go from point A to point B, but also make sure it's not like, something that's like quick, fast, gets out, he might have styled it a bit because, again, he's, it has a little bit of vanity in it. But, yeah, it looks like it would be something that he could drive or actually drive someone else there. I can fully see a Batman-Robin duo coming out in this car and just wrecking people and fools and such. That's what I see. And I look at the just, again, the way the engine looks, the way everything, it looks really... actually looks something what a Batman car, and I'm like, it finally does look. I mean, this to me, if this movie looks to be really good, it looks to be something that could be something that could be right up there with the Batman the Animated Series car. But then again, I don't think nothing is going to come up to that. My personal opinion, you're not going to beat that. You're not beating it. You're not going to beat that. It's not going to happen. It's not going to, I don't know, man. That to me is my number one seed. I understand some people like the Adam West car, and this could be the nice update to it. But I'm going to say again, I still think the Batman the Animated Series car is a lot better than I think this is something that, I think it's just, again, when I think Batman, I was like, that car. It's just like the long, like all of it there. But yet, this comes really close. This comes really close to it. But again, these are just pictures. And until we see the thing in action, I want to see a trailer, hopefully by, if everything goes according to plan, probably around, I think, Comic-Con. I think New York City Comic-Con. I think they might do something there. Or it might be something, maybe next year. I think that's going to be it. But I think this will probably be this looks really good. and I'm hopeful that this will continue on to be something really special. And I believe that it will be something really special. And I can't wait to see where this thing goes. I can't wait to see where this goes. And it just looks like to be something to be, it looks like it's going to be something very, very positive. Something that is like, wow, this could be something really good. I mean, this could be, if things go right or good, something really good here. I think this could be something right up there with probably one of the best Batman movies out there. I don't think it's going to beat the Dark Knight, which is still high. It's still the gold standard. But if the things we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, I think we might, and I'll say this, might get to at least halfway point. And Matt Reeves, he's no slouch. He knows what he's doing. He has made the, let's see. Matt Reeves, who, I'm going to say it, he is a really great director. Again, he has started the, Cloverfield he funny enough, he was a writer, and I will put this up here. He was a writer of Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. Holy crap. Did not know that. He was a writer in Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. You want to talk about a glow up, ladies and gentlemen. from writing Steven Seagal movies to doing the from pretty much doing his stuff from Under Siege 2, Dark Territory to Cloak from that, Paul Bearer. I think it was a comedy thing. Let's see. Did anyone actually watch that? Let's see. Box office. It made its money back. But yeah. Let's see. Reception. Wasn't that good. But let me skip that. To Cloverfield, who was the director of Cloverfield, got over $100 million. Started that trilogy up. For better or for worse, some people would say worse, but well, here we are. That's what it is. Oh, goodness gracious. From all that, ladies and gentlemen, to Let Me In. That which a lot of people got his eyes open. A lot of people saw that. It was like 20. It was a critical response, really good. It was and it was a really good vampire movie. I think I saw it by myself or my sister. It was pretty decent. It was a pretty decent movie. I think it was really nice. Also, he did The Dawn and War of Planet of the Apes. I think Dawn was the best version of that. War felt really meandering. I felt like it could have been a little bit better, but overall, his stuff seems to be really good. And I think he is not only directing, but he's producing and writing. So I think this is going to be really good. So yeah, it's going to be something really positive and watchable. That's what I believe. But that is pretty much it for that part of the show. Don't worry, we'll have more coming. We definitely will have more coming, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking about the bumpy roads of WrestleMania. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But I think this is something a lot of people need. I think I'm going to say this. A lot of people need to be calmed down. And hopefully people just like, you know what? Let's sit back, relax, and, take a breath. But that's for the next segment. Right now, we're going to take a small break. We'll be right back right after this here, live on the Dukect Lounge on TalkShoe.com and also on Freaking Awesome Network and MedicExpression.com. You can hear me those websites as well with YouTube and everything else. So, thanks so much for listening. We'll be right back right after this.